Oh my. There's been updates to the Aquarius situation. Remember the last time we were talking about the girl who got hurt in the past and she flipped out on somebody new because there was a misunderstanding that she didn't. It seemed like the same pattern of being screwed over, but it was something different, not as more like a little taken for granted, but not like real, claws out. Well, there's been some new developments, and I'm actually feeling like this is one of my people. And when I say one of my people, I meant one of you guys who calls me, well, actually chats with me. One of you is going through a situation where you care about someone and you guys are very into each other and you have a wish, okay? But let's get started. Let's get started with the beginning of the reading. I'm gonna tell you about your wish and what's gonna happen here. Okay. First of all, it's asking you to answer the call. Okay, some of you are being called to do your light work, healing work. Some of you are called to do inner work. You've been kind of like, I don't need to do that. Like some of you are doing things you shouldn't be, just so that you don't have to deal with your current situation. Some of you are making very bad choices out of pain. And you need to go inside yourself, okay? You need to get grounded. And you need to realize why you're doing what you're doing and fix it. It's all about fear of an outcome and unhappiness, and you're just going to have to take a leap of faith, because when you do, starting over is going to be amazing. Okay, it's going to be scary, but it's going to be amazing. I'm getting that you need to remain positive, okay? Everything, milk and honey. This is a really good card. Everything goes well. Your life, just remember, everyone makes mistakes. Forgive yourself. Forgive the other person who hurt you. Let's have a peaceful resolution, no matter whether if it's working it out or totally letting go. You know what you have to do. You're just afraid. Oh, poor Aquarius. I love you guys so much, but don't get stuck in fear and pain. And that fear and pain makes you act out in ways that are not you. You're good people. And what you're doing now doesn't mean you're a bad person, but it could have ramifications on you that when you try to get out of this bad situation, the choices that you're making now could have legal ramifications, that you lose stuff in your like legal contracts or settlements and things like that. So you need to step back and you need to get yourself balanced again, okay? Because you're doing this out of pain. You're doing these bad choices because you don't want to deal with the pain. Because let me tell you, I didn't deal with the pain of Rick's death for a while, because the pain when he died made me, it was so, because we had a deep spiritual soul connection, and I reached out, I couldn't get any help. I was denied because no one was accepting anybody. And my college ended up giving me 3 sessions, but we were all on lockdown. We couldn't go anywhere, so that wasn't enough. And I was having all these really dark thoughts, right? So can you imagine dealing with the secrets and deception that he left behind? And the truth about our relationship was he was troubled. We had a deep spiritual connection, but he was troubled. And someday I'll tell you the full story. But when he passed, something told me to get in his laptop, and I went to his email and I found so many secrets. So and then, like, even at, like, my grandma's Cherokee Indian, and, she's passed away, and she would tell you, hey, they're dead, don't disrespect the dead. He's dead. Let it go. But the truth is, until I started speaking the truth, I was in a lot of pain and I wasn't able to deal with anything. Like, let's just say there was a moment in time where I just I felt like when he died, I died. Nothing could make me hate him, even all the bad stuff I found out. And I was all alone. And that's what my channel's all about. I don't want people to be all alone. So that's why I ask y'all to like, subscribe, and share. I don't want anybody to feel like that. But I'm telling you, you're doing this because you're hurting so bad now, and you can't imagine the capacity of dealing with what you have to deal with. I mean, for an example, and I'm just saying this out of the blue, say that you're having a rocky marriage. He cheated on you, so then you're like, F it, and you go cheat on him. Only it was after you supposedly reconciled and gave him a chance, and he hasn't cheated on you again, but you're still not happy in the marriage because he still hasn't helped you come together with you and fixed what was broken. So you're cheating, you're going out with other men, you're having other relationships, or women, doesn't matter. And this is just an example. I'm not saying anybody's doing this, but this is just an example of the poor choice, because I feel like it's that deep. And it's because you know that things aren't working out with him, but you have children and you don't want to uproot your children. And you also don't want to deal with, you can't imagine any more pain than you're already in. Because when you love someone that much and it's over, you can't imagine the depth of pain that you're going to feel. But the truth is, that's a short-term pain. And as long as you have the proper support when you deal with it, you're fine. Like if you're going to tell somebody you're going to break up with them, have a support system. Even if it's strangers online in a support group. And just keep, even if you don't want to reach out, keep reaching out. I mean, if it hadn't been for my Facebook friends when Rick died, I was going on live video because I was snapping and they really thought I was going to fully snap. But anyway, so if the pain you're having, you think, oh my God, this is so deep that I'm not going to be able to handle this pain. The pain that when you finally let go of this stuff, I'm not saying it's really deep pain. I'm saying that it's not as long-lived as you think it's going to be. But you do have to have a support system, because when somebody breaks your heart, but you got to get yourself back into balance first. And the legal contracts, stuff like that, I'm talking about, you could say you're the one who had the house before and your husband moved in with you and now things have gone awry and you were supposed to have reconciled. He stopped cheating but you weren't emotionally unhappy. So you continued to cheat and he finds out about it. He could take half your house. He could take your whole house. He could take custody of the kids. It's just that type of world. You could be proved as an unfit parent, either male or female, and you don't want that. You got to get back in control and go secretly talk to someone if you can, because you don't deserve that type of pain inside you. I understand he broke your heart. I understand she broke your heart. He or she, don't matter. I understand. But the damage you're doing to yourself, too, making the poor choices, especially out of anger and pain. No time to be making any choices. So let's just take a look here. Okay. What I'm getting is this one, okay, this card right here, this is about a different situation with a different person. There was someone who really wished to move on with another person. But this is telling me that right now it's not the right time, because it's not the right time for your wish to come true, because there's some sort of deception and you may know about it. And there's a third party, basically. They either have a relationship going that you know about, like they're married, or maybe you don't know that they're married or have a girlfriend, but your wish with them even though you both have a connection, cannot be granted at this time because they are already in a third party. And possibly for some of you, maybe you haven't fully let go of the person that you're with emotionally. That can also lead to third party, because you can't move on in love with someone else who's taken or emotionally unavailable, or you're emotionally unavailable. Okay? But everything indicates that this person that you were just with, there's no future. The one that you're wishing on, there's no future because there's a third party involved. And one or both of you is either still emotionally or real life attached to someone. But that they lost themselves for a little while in you. They understand that you have a connection. And when they hear a song, they think about you, reminds me of you. Just being near you is intoxicating. And I'm getting that intoxication is like, it makes them want to do things that they know they shouldn't. Okay? But they have to be willing to end it with this other person. And I'm feeling one or both of you has kids, and that's not going to be that easy. So, and it could be someone's married to their job. I mean, I don't know if you guys have ever dated anybody who's just their career, they're in love with their career, they're always there, that you never see them. You have to have a physical and emotional relationship with people in order for it to work. And so this other person also, they fell in love with you, but they're not worthy. That's why they distance themselves. Okay, some of them aren't talking to you much right now because they know they can't have you, because some of you are still physically or emotionally with someone, haven't let go, or they are, or both. And it's like, when you're with someone else and you meet someone and like the connection is so strong, you just know that they're soulmate, but they're not free to be with you. Not the right time. Okay? Some of you are competing with jobs, and I'm telling you, with the career workaholic, they're married to their job. And you either have to accept that you're rarely ever going to see them, or you got to let go. And most married people do not leave their spouse for their soulmate, even if they're in love with them. It's just too complicated. So, my dear Aquarius, these are two different situations. This lady over here who had, the first lady from the first reading who got, screwed over and went overboard with the person that maybe took advantage of her, but it wasn't the same pattern as she thought. This is a different situation. This is something new that came up. And I really felt like this is somebody that I talked to. Okay. So if you're going through that, I'm not saying anything, and I don't know who it is for sure, but just know that I feel like connected to you, and that your wish can't come true because they're already on taken, emotionally or physically unavailable, either via third party. Can be work, third party can be emotionally they haven't let go of someone, or you haven't, or third party can be an actual person. So, and I think for some of you, you know this. Anyway, this was a long one, but I really felt like you guys needed to hear that stuff, and I did pull some extra cards for that to clarify. I appreciate you, Aquarius, and please like, subscribe, and share. I'm going to move on to Gemini now, all right? Hello, Gemini. I went ahead and pulled your cards. Remember, we were talking about in this week's reading, we were talking about how it told you to step into your power, and the message was to step into your power. And I feel like someone has low self-esteem because they got a significant other or someone going and like not letting you have say, not letting you have a choice, and wanting what they want. Because Geminis never have a problem stepping into their power. But I felt like you're just trying to keep the peace. And I said, be your authentic self. Say what you need. because the decision should be both people when you're in a relationship, and especially if it involves you, okay? And so there's been some updates here. It says you stand in the light of the truth. That means you're uncovering the truth about the situation. And be proud, walk in beauty. And what you've recently said when you got frustrated, you could have been a little more tactful, but you are exactly where you need to be. Okay, you need to take a break, sit in silence, and ask God for help. Now you need to get yourself together and you need to talk to this person, communicate clearly. It is up to you, clear and calm. Okay, I am getting that your person has been thinking about what you said, what you argued about when you finally got firm with them, and that they are willing to try and work things out. Will they be able to let go emotionally and compromise? I don't know. But here is the card. Okay, and it's funny how they match. I always say choose card 2 because I have card 1 and card 2. So card 1 is your past, card 2 for me is your present, and this came up in the pile, so we're definitely talking about your present. This person, they are like, I'm really working on myself. I'm coming forward to meet you halfway. Please wait for me. I'm so sorry about the disconnect. I've been this is making excuses. I'm so sorry about the disconnect and the stress. My work demands me all the time. Oh, here's the codependence. I love you infinitely. See how big that is? This is what I'm getting from them. I love you infinitely. Don't leave me. This is a possession card. This person's, he says, you are that person's. Okay. This is what the Spirit brought this through with you and me forever. You're mine. Okay. It's like their emotions are chaos. Okay. They know that they crossed the line by not letting you have a say and not respecting your opinion. They genuinely do hope that you can forgive them. And they remember every detail of that argument. Okay. And the card underneath, like I said, is thinker. They've been doing a lot of thinking. And the question we need to ask is, are they going to change? Let me see if I can grab some cards on that. Okay. Is the current lover, Gemini's person, going to actually be able to change in the way that Gemini needs? Because they're very apologetic. Okay. It's up to you. It's up to you if you want to give them another chance. Because I feel like they're always going to struggle with this possessiveness thing and always needing to be right and things that go their way. I do feel like they want to try. I just don't feel like it's going to be that easy. And guess what, Gemini? For your extended reading, we got that a past lover is interested and would like to come back. So, and the past lover, I am getting also promises. Okay. They've been very miserable without you. They bury themselves in their work to forget you. This is hope. This is their dream that you guys will be together. They're determined to get you back. And basically, when you guys started arguing, their insecurities made them, I left you before you could leave me. And they're like, in their head, they're saying, I'm never going to let anything get in the way of our love again. Please, please let me come back. And for some of you, you're just taking a little pause in the relationship. It's please don't leave me. Oh, I'm getting that it's time. This card, it's time to go. It's time to make a decision and get rid of the toxic people. If this is your significant other and you've talked to them and they have not changed, then it might be time for you to make the decision to leave. All right, Pisces, I do get that there's going to be some happy moments coming up in your life. I do get that your present person is going to definitely try. The outcome will be really up to you. Okay? Thank you so much. I'm going to move on to Libra now. Bye. So Libras are giving girls like me hope. And the reason I'm saying that is because in the original reading, weekly reading, we were talking about a situation where a man is about to propose to a woman who has been patient. A wonderful, wonderful woman. He gave her, he still let her know he was there and he was present and needed to take it slow. And he kept communication open, and she was she was exceptionally patient and understanding. But he was also giving her stuff on a regular basis. He just wasn't completely, I said he was present, but he wasn't completely present because there was part of him isolating, dealing with a problem. But he kept in touch with her. He went out with her. He still pushed forward and grew the relationship. And therefore, he explained the situation, and she was able to, because of his open communication and him pushing forward to be exceptionally patient and allow him to have space to heal and grow. So that was what we were talking about yesterday. And then we were talking about gratitude as well, for the Libras in general. There is definitely reason to be happy because of this soulmate. I'm getting this might be a different soulmate though. And joy and delight. There's someone out there who's afraid to open their heart for pain. And seemed like it was a recent pain, but it was within 3 months. And it's a person who has just been sitting doing nothing because they don't want to move forward. You got to open your heart to joy again. Everything's going to be okay. I don't know what happened. It was a recent pain. I feel like there was a death. I really do. For one of the people, I feel like that there was a death and they're just like, that's it for me. I'm done. But even if you never meet another person or want another person, you still have emotional needs. You still can have companionship. You can still find joys in other ways of your life. So start doing stuff that makes your heart happy. And start embracing enthusiasm and take action with passion. Step forwards, really. Like just go to the edge of your comfort, because right now your comfort zone is absolutely nothing. Just step slightly out of your comfort zone. Okay? You're blessed. The angels are with you. And I am getting the person who passed was your soulmate. Yeah. And that must be why I got the, this seems like card of mourning. Okay. Right before someone passed away, you had a disagreement before they got sick, and everybody wishes that they could take back what they said. And somebody is replaying, obviously you're replaying your life and that conversation in your head over and over again. You need to let it go. It really was just something that happened. It was that person's time. I hate to say that because I know when Rick died, it's like, what do you mean it was his time? How am I just supposed to accept that God called him home? I guess I was in a very selfish place. And that might be why emotionally you're not available. Okay. And for others, I'm also getting asked the angels for help, and your person is an angel, so you can talk to them. You got a lot of angels around you now, and that's why you want to shout to the heavens. And there's a lot of earth angels who are very supportive of you. Support groups. 7 Cups is a good one. I use them. And just trust that there's going to be happiness in life again. But for some of you who are dealing with a person who is confusing the heck out of you. Says, even if you break up with me, I'm still going to pursue you. That's a little frightening. If this person is toxic, make sure you take all appropriate measures. There's someone who knows they messed up really bad, and like, I feel like, wow, bam, like you went off and you let them go. And wow, they never seen you like that before. So they're hoping that you're going to take them back, and they will do what it takes to walk on eggshells around you. Okay? And there's someone who acted stupid because they know that you're the love of their life, but they're scared and they're not sure how to move forwards. This person is going to be a while, about 7 months before they're ready. Okay? So basically what we're dealing with here is these are updated messages this is the extended to the Libras. I'm so happy for the soulmates that worked it out and they're like patient with each other and like there's a proposal coming. I really want to say I'm sorry to the person who has a recent loss of a significant other. Whoever you are, I know how that feels. I'm still hurting, and I'm in a new relationship now, and it's been over a year, but sometimes I still miss him. And just talk to the heavens, talk in the room. Your person is still with you. They still love you. I'm going to get some dream cards here, just see what some final messages. Oh, before I do that, for some reason, another new message is someone is trying to move to a new state, but there's a delay. There's a delay in selling their home, but so they're not moving yet, and their plans have been delayed. But I feel within the next 7 months, you're going to be selling that home, and it's going to be a surprise. You're going to be like, whoa, it's going to happen suddenly. Even though it seems like a delay now, it's like you're almost not going to be ready when it happens. So just keep that in mind. It's, hopefully that gives you a little hope. Okay. For all the Libras, for all those in pain, for all those who are just sitting doing absolutely nothing because they can't move forward, they're stuck for some reason. Now's the time to start doing what's good for you. Everybody else's advice is great, but you have to do the work. You have to do what's right for you. That's why sometimes I say to my family members who love me, thank you very much. I will add it to my information, and I will consider it the information that they give me, and then I will do what's best for me. Because let's face it, people who love you are very, very strong-minded. Let your dreams shift and shape like your life shifts and shapes every day. Ask yourself in the morning, am I shaping my life the way I want it to be? Yep, time to move forwards, And you won't be, whomever this is that passed away, I swear you will not be dishonoring your significant other if you do stuff that makes you happy. They want you to be happy, okay? But I know how that feels. Trust is to be able to trust what you cannot yet see with your eyes. Use your imagination, create your dreams in your mind, and they will become clearer for you to see. And if it helps, what helped me was actually 7 cups. Look it up, Google, 7 cups support. Yeah. It's an online support group, and they have a grieving thing, and they're really wonderful. It's other people who've been through the process, and they know how you feel, It's very relatable, even though I didn't feel like talking much. Sometimes just reading the messages, and focusing on, okay, somebody else is going through this. Maybe I can just offer condolences or, you guys, you're going to be fine. Everybody's going to be fine. And I feel like you have to decide. The ones with the delayed relationships, I feel like you have to decide how long you can wait for this person. And it's okay if you've been waiting and you don't want to wait anymore. You know, what do our parents say? We're not getting any younger. We need what we need when we need it. And when it's emotional, it's pretty darn important. That will be the end of our extended readings. I hope that I was able to help me and my angels. Guides, thank you so much, and appreciate everything that you've done for us and the channel. And I grow with you. All right. Love you guys. Bye.